Good morning and welcome to a beautiful morning here in the UK. It is Saturday and it is stunning. Spring is finally here. Si's here, just getting out of the van. And today we are going on a 60-mile long run and we're going to be talking about goal pace or marathon pace in your long runs. When to do it, how to do it, all that kind of stuff. We're going to be heading down to Gunpowder Park Run. We're going to do that. And while we're going along there, I'll tell you all about the sticking pace into your goal, sticking pace into your long runs, how to do it, all that sort of stuff. I've got a little bit of a cheeky formula that you can use to work it all out. We're going to go out easy, Si, I think. Go out easy and then put the goal pace in at the end. We'll talk to the viewers about that along the way. Okay, that's it. You're up to speed. We're ready to go-ish. So I'll catch you in a bit. Welcome everybody to Lee Valley Park. It's a beautiful spring day here in Hertfordshire. Well, we're just going into Essex actually. It's a beautiful morning. Si and I are just, like I said, let's start doing our 16 miles, but this is the first run of our next rotation, and in this rotation we start to add the goal pace in, or marathon pace. I said at the start in this video I'm going to give you a little tip, a little sort of way to work out what your goal marathon pace is, because I get asked that a lot in terms of what should my pace be, and I'll give you a little fun thing to do. A little tip's not that fun, but I want to. But before all that, I'm going to tell you how I do it, the sort of differences in my times and where I use it and that kind of stuff. We'll do that first. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, we run in rotations, Tobe and I, and Si obviously as well, where we do 16, once we built the base, we do 16, 18, 20 miles in a 3 rotation. And then we have a down week. We start off the training plan, we do all our runs, long runs, easy pace, conversational, zone 2, chatting away like I am to you now, which is a perfect example of the first part of this run. It's super easy. Si and I have been chatting, I've been filming, and we're just cruising along. No real effort,
no stress.
No stress. I could walk, wouldn't be out of breath, I could start again. No dilemma.
Actually easier to keep going. So.
Oh, morning. So yeah, it's actually easier to keep going and try not to get run over. So, but then after that sort of aerobic building phase, the start of the sharp, at the front end of the training plan, we move into that sort of key area of that 12-week block where you're sort of, your sharpening comes in, your speed comes in, and we move into that sort of speed building phase, endurance building phase of the marathon training block. So there's a few benefits of doing this. I'll put something up on the screen. But for me, the one I really find useful is just, it really finds that marathon pace for me, and I can find out and test myself at holding that sort of pace and building that endurance at that level, so I know as I move towards race day I have worked at that level, and it just, I don't know, it just really helps me build that endurance. But so there's multiple other reasons why it's so good, but that's the main reason for me. There is also the mental aspect of it as well, in terms of knowing you can run, a decent slug at goal or marathon pace depending on what you're training for. So as a heads up for where I'm at, as an example, that's what I want to do on this run, to give you clear examples, is we're cruising along here. We're doing the first sort of 10, 13 miles ish. We're still not 100% decided because it will also depend on how we're feeling. But yeah, 10, 13 miles at easy pace. So we are going no slower than, no faster than about 950 per mile, which is about, if I'm going to say 6 minute kilometres, I don't know exactly what it is. But that's basically what we're working to here. I am in zone 2.
Yep.
Well in zone 2, and we're just cruising along. So we're going to go up to Gunpowder. We're adding park running today, mainly because we just wanted something to do. But we're going to then cruise around that at the same speed. We're going to get that'll be 9 miles, sorry, 9 miles done, we'll then turn around, and there's 2 ways that I do it. I either tend to put in this block the last 3 miles, 5k, at goal pace, because I'm simulating it on tired legs, which is good. Or the other option, which we have discussed, is to put it a pinch earlier and then have like a kilometre cool down, which is a good way to do it, especially if it's warmer. And again, it is that little bit harder to pick yourself up and hold it, but I do find as well, sometimes I say about having a kilometre cool down, but sometimes I just end up holding it and I'll get a little bit more done. Now that goal pace for me is, now Toby's going to kill me because I'm going to get this wrong, I think it's 8:35. We're going for a 3:45 marathon. It's about 5:30, 5:20, no, 5:25 per kilometre.
That right?
Yeah, I'll put it up on the screen what it is, because I always forget, that's why Toby's here. But he's not today because he's in Lanzarote eating. But yeah, so that's the difference between my paces in terms of marathon pace and easy pace. So a good way of finding out your goal pace. Now I'm going to stick a thing up on the screen because it's easier to explain on that than it is me talking about it when I'm running along the exact science. But effectively, a bit like your heart rate zones, you can go out and do a test. You can work it out. There's multiple ways of doing it. You're going to stick it in a calculator and it punches out all your times. Now the way I would recommend doing it, that I've recommended to my runners that I coach, is to do it over 3k. So you basically go out, smash the life out of a 3k run as fast as you can. Go out and see what your pace is over that 3k. Try and find somewhere flat to do it. Track is ideal. You know, I think that's what, 7.5 laps, something like that. Don't ask Toby, he'll get you wrong. But yeah, try and get yourself along to a track and smash out 3k. Right, so that's worth a little try, right? Like I said, once you've found that out, stick that into whatever site online, it'll punch out your numbers and then you'll roughly get your paces. Now the other way of looking at it, and I think this is not the best way, but is to set yourself your goal and then look what your split is. So, yeah. So if you're working, besides going for a 4-hour marathon, we know his pace, goal pace, marathon pace, 9:09 per mile, 5:40 per kilometre. It's actually about 5:41, but
Go maybe slightly under it.
go dip under it. But the important thing is in your training runs, you need to be about 9:05.
Yeah.
In your goal pace elements.
No more than 9.
Yeah, no more than 9. You're not trying to kill yourself, and probably no quicker than like a 5:38, 5:39 per kilometre.
Yeah.
You don't want to do any quicker than that, really. Because again, the idea is you're not trying to kill yourself here.
Got to be able to hold it, haven't you?
Yeah, you're trying to hold it and build on it. And that's the key to this goal pace, marathon pace work in your long runs. So just to finish off, I would really recommend you get this in to your plan if you can. Obviously, if you're doing your first marathon and you've got no aspirations of time, you just finish the damn thing, just go out there, run your runs easy, just get your distance through your legs. Don't worry about all this sort of stuff, don't overcomplicate it. But if you are looking to sort of put times on the board and things like that, you really do, after that first 4 weeks, you need to be looking at your long runs and starting to think about how you can add goal or marathon pace into those long runs, because you will get a massive benefit much further down the line. It's a real winner to do it, especially on those tired legs at the end of the run. Okay, so just as a final thing, once we've done this 3-run rotation and we have it down, we then come back for our final one, and then we will increase the amount of goal pace work in those runs, just to give you a clue how we go through the rest of the plan. Right, okay, so I think that's it. Have I missed anything else?
Nah, say not.
No, I think so. It's getting nice and windy, so probably a good time to finish the video because they won't be able to hear us.
Nah, probably not.
Probably not. Right, okay, we're going to enjoy the rest of our run. Let us know in the comments, is this something you're looking to do? What marathon you're training for? And we'll catch you guys next week. Say bye, Si.
Bye.